Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a closer look at this Hohem iSteady Pro 2 action cam gimbal, the 3-axis action cam gimbal. I picked this up from Amazon about 3 weeks ago or so, and I wanted to do a review of this because I've always wanted an action cam gimbal. I got a phone gimbal, but I want an action cam one because I don't have an action camera that has a super high quality image stabilization like the best GoPros or the Osmo action camera. Those do so well you almost don't need one of these. But I'm going to take a look at this one. This is 3-axis, like I said. I'm going to just do a quick overview here because there's not that much to cover, and you just want to see how it works. I mean, who wants to sit through a 10-minute table review just to get to the footage? So you got a charging port here and USB on the side. Up on top there's a USB port on the, let's see if I can find that. I'm getting it turned upside down, guys. It's back here in the back. This little rubber flap opens up and you can plug that into your camera. Now I got the ThiEYE action camera in here, and this action camera, the plug is reversed, so you have to stretch it across and bend it, and it's a pain. So I'm not going to be powering the ThiEYE action camera from that cable, but I'll show you that it does come with a nice carrying case here, and inside I've got some of the cables along with the instruction manual here. It comes with this one here for micro USB. It's also got one for a USB-C. So, and then here is a charging cable. All comes inside of there. So we'll get some footage here at, I'm going to do 1080p at 60 frames per second on the action camera, the same as my 8S that I'm wearing right now. I'm filming this with my head. I'm not going to have any image stabilization turned on my action camera on my head, so you can kind of compare it to the gimbal, though I do have the image stabilization turned on the ThiEYE. Now the ThiEYE's image stabilization is not particularly good, but that'll help offset those. You get these little bitty bumps as you walk that almost all these handheld gimbals can't overcome. I may also just try at the end and go ahead and turn off the image stabilization. I'll probably do that and then do another one with just using the gimbal's stabilization. There is this tripod you can screw on, which I like to just fold it down and keep it on, so I can just pop this open and then you can just set it down. It's pretty cool. This is your lever here, your little button I should say, your joystick that lets you adjust it if you want to tilt up, down, left, right. You got some different modes here you can go through. Here's your power button, and you got your battery meter here on the side. I know a long press on this will put it in sport mode, but instruction doesn't tell me what sport mode actually is. I don't know if it's maybe for running fast or something. They don't tell you anywhere in the instruction manual what that is for. And there is an app for this. The app is, I think it's the Hohem, I'm looking on my phone here, I've got it installed, Hohem Gimbal app. You can connect that, it goes over Bluetooth, and that lets you do, you can do some fine-tuned calibrations to it. Calibrate it, you can not only can you calibrate it, you can also do some fine adjustments. And you can also remotely control, like you can set this down, let's say, and just use your phone to look around while you're filming. So you can, completely like a robotic arm. It's actually really, really cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up this, and then we'll compare it. I'll label the head cam footage and the action camera footage. Be mindful that the 8S is still a better action camera with a better Sony sensor and image processor. This I think this is, what is this? Is a T5. I'll have to try to put an overlay here. I can't remember that. I think it's a T5 Pro. I can't remember the ThiEYE's name. I thought it said it on there. This can do 4K at 60, but I'm not going to do that. But just be mindful the 8S does have a better image quality, so be mindful that it's going to depend on the quality of your action camera as well. But we'll compare it. You can just see the overall quality and the less, much more stable than my action camera that's just mounted to my head right now, with all the image stabilization is turned off on my head cam footage. So let's go ahead and we'll power it up. Now you can see it's going to turn around and face forward. I'm going to power up the action camera by holding in the power. Again, I'm just using to use the battery. And let's go ahead, and I got 1080p at 60. I probably won't show up for you guys, and the image stabilization for this is turned on. If you look at some of the reviews, they also recommend, if your camera has it, to use it just because you'll get those very slight bobs, and that may help offset that. So I'm going to go ahead and press the record button here, and we're recording. Let's go ahead and just walk around now. I'm just going to walk around my backyard because it's got different slopes and terrain here, sort of, so should give a pretty good idea how this works. Now this is not the best time of the year. Still, it's greening up some, but I wanted to give you guys an idea how the gimbal works. I do plan on coming back and doing a full review here of this the ThiEYE action camera, but I wanted to wait until the weather, until everything's greened up enough to where I could actually, oop, I went the wrong way, guys. It's easy to forget that you can reverse this in the app. The controls are reversed on the y-axis, so you have to go up, move, well, let's see, is that reversed or not? Down, no, it's not reversed. I reversed it in the app, but I'm so used to the some of the video games where up is down, down is up, that I actually tend to always want to point it the wrong way. So if I actually move it the wrong way, that's the reason why. I actually do recall you can switch that inside the Hohem Gimbal app. So between the gimbal and it seems to work really well, and the image stabilization, which again, the ThiEye's image stabilization is just okay, but it should help offset these small little jerks you get with each footstep. But as I was saying, I want to come back and do a full review of this action camera because I want to wait until the flowers and the colors get out so you can really see if it's vibrant enough for you. But if you like this action camera, I will include a link to it, because for $100 you're getting a touch screen, and you can do up to 4K at 60 frames per second, and image stabilization will work all the way up to 4K at 30 frames per second, and it's around $100. This gimbal also is around $90. I got this off Amazon. The ThiEYE is from Banggood, so I'll include links to both of these. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to we'll stop this recording on the camera, on the action camera. I'm going to see if I can get in here. I don't know how easy it's going to be to do, because it's kind of hard to access the touch screen. But what I want to do is go in here and see if I can, yeah, there we go. I'm going to see if I can turn off the image stabilization. Let's go back. That was easy enough. Now if that cable's across here and turned around to plug it in, you can't access the touch screen. Like my Firefly 7S, the plug's the correct way and it runs around and out, and you could still get to it. Of course, the 7S is not a touch screen. This is the first action camera that I've owned with a touch screen, so easy enough to get in there. So let's go ahead and start recording again. And we're recording. I'll do like a little snap of my fingers there to help get the videos lined up and matched up so that they're synced up, I should say. So this is with the EIS, electronic image stabilization, disabled on the action camera. So this video here will just be the quality of the gimbal itself. So I'll probably do a full screen on the gimbal with the picture-in-picture little box, so you guys can still see the footage from my head cam, which is going to be bouncy because there's no stabilization at all on my head cam. But the 8S is an excellent camera as well. I use it for all my reviews and have for several years. It can do 4K at 30, and it has a good sensor and processor, an umbrella processor, and it takes an external mic, which I'm using, so the sound you're hearing here is not the sound from the internal mic on the ThiEYE. And the 8S is just it's an excellent little camera, and it does have a built-in gyro or image stabilization, and it actually works pretty good. It works better than the 7S or this one. So alright guys, hopefully that gives you guys an idea here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording again. You can see it looks like I might need to do a little adjustment. It could be the gimbal here might be a slight bit, let me see if I can tilted. But it looks like it on the back lots of times. You look at it from the front and it looks like it's okay, though it might be slightly tilted. So if some of the video looks like it's a little crooked to it, it just needs a slight adjustment made with the gimbal to offset that. Let's see, I think that you can do that. Yeah, this little lever right here will let you do fine-tune adjustments or up and down. I didn't mention that a while ago. You can also do even finer adjustments to that within the app to kind of give it an offset or a calibration point to where it can start at. But if it's a little crooked, that's why I just didn't notice it was a little bit off level. But yeah, this should give you guys an idea whether this gimbal might be something you're interested in. Maybe you've got some mid-range action cameras like me that only has, just has so-so or even poor image stabilization, and you don't want to spend $300 on a top-of-the-line GoPro or Osmo Action. This is a good choice for that. And even the Osmo Actions, as good as those are, they're probably not going to be quite as good as the actual real stabilized gimbal. That's why you don't see many drones that feature image stabilization as the only way, because it has to crop the image down, so you're losing some image area, so it can rotate and stabilize that. And it degrades the quality a little bit at times. It still isn't as good as a real true motorized brushless gimbal like this one. Alright guys, that wraps up the review of the iSteady Pro 2 Hohem brand 3-axis action cam gimbal. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me those in the comments. I'll try to answer them the best. I know this wasn't the most thorough review, but I just wanted to get something on this filmed since I bought this myself. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Click the bell so you know when I do upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.